Hi everybody, it's Kite with the weekly Paleo report. Got some bananas over there for you. Look at this chart. This is my solar return chart pretty much. It's my birthday. Came down here to the Chirapó River and we've got this grand trine. If you take Black Moon Lilith at 2 degrees Sag into account, trine the new moon tomorrow at 2 degrees 8 minutes of Leo, trining Neptune at 2 degrees and Saturn at 1 degree of Aries, opposite Pluto at 2 degrees of Aquarius. I'm telling you, if you've got any planets at 0, 1, 2, 3 degrees of just about any sign, you've got some big stuff going on. And this is going to be, this is going to be going on through 2026. But on top of that, we have an exact Venus square Mars at 21 degrees 0 minutes. Venus in Gemini, Mars in Virgo. That is today. I mean, yeah, this is really something else. The moon is conjunct Jupiter, absolutely beautiful in Cancer before she comes up to that new moon tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow is really the big day. The big day. And then by Saturday, the moon moves into Virgo. Yeah. Trines Chiron, squares Uranus, sextiles Jupiter. You got the whole thing going on. What else? I mean, the wonderful thing is also Venus in a sextile to Chiron. So we have really some very powerful aspects. A new beginning with a new moon. And we got a lot of fire and air going on. So let's fasten our seatbelts and get ready to rock. All right, everybody. I hope you are doing well. So much to talk about. I'm going to try to weave together. Should I talk more about Venus and Mars in square around relationships? Or should I talk about this new moon in Leo, opposite Pluto, trining Saturn and Neptune and Black Moon Lilith and creating a kite? Wow, huge. I mean, yeah. This is a very powerful time where a kite is like a funnel, taking the energy, of so much. On the one hand, we have Pluto opposite, Neptune and Aries, Uranus way out there, Black Moon Lilith, and it's all coming down through this trine into this sun moon, new moon in Leo, which is new beginnings, new ways of expressing ourselves, new ways of stepping into our power. The sun, the ruler of Leo, is the spirit, the solar purpose, life energy, life force. We are agents of life. Life is channeling through us. I am so blessed to be in a place where there is so much life. Wow. You can feel the power of the Chirapó Mountain. Feel the power of the water. This is so powerful because it's time to make a change. Big changes. Our planet is in a change. People, the collective consciousness, governments, banking institutions, artificial intelligence. We are so on the verge of this new paradigm, but it's not happening out there. It's not happening to us. It's happening in us. And we are it. If we can really let this sink in. So it's very phenomenal, okay, that this so we have Venus, Mars, and before, I want to go back to the beginning. Yeah? That beginning was the conjunction of Venus and Mars, and that happened at the 7th degree of Aquarius. On February 2nd, February 21st of 2024. Let's go back a year and a half, everybody. What were you doing a year and a half ago? This was the birth of a new yin-yang. Our relationships change as we change. Our relationship to ourself. Our relationship to men, to their inner feminine, women to their inner masculine. We all have a Venus and Mars. We are both masculine and feminine. It's time to stop projecting that opposite gender outside of ourselves. Women, ladies, you want to be your Mars. Men, you want to be your Venus. And not have another external person, place, or thing fill that void for you. So this is all about really coming together in a very powerful new way. I have to read the Sabian symbol for that because it has to do with a child being born out of an egg. The emergence of new mutations according to the great rhythms of the cosmos. This is the appearance of a new type of human being who is not born from ancestors and who therefore is free from inertia of mankind's past. A new product of evolution. A mutant. A fresh projection of the creative spirit that emanates from the cosmic or planetary whole, and not from any local culture or racial transition. You get it? Whether we're aliens or whether we are new or ancient souls, we are coming in, all right, as mutants to like energize, inject a new timeline, some new DNA into the species. This is how big this transformation is. There's no mistake that this point where that conjunction was, okay, much later, guess what? Almost a year later, December 12th of 2024. So we make this egg in February of 24. By December of 24, there's an opposition. Mars is at 5 degrees of Leo, and Venus is at 5 degrees of Aquarius. They come into opposition. And, this is just last December. That opposition is like an illumination, a turning point in the road, a time when your relationships underwent, a transformation. Look back, feel into that time. New commitments, new cords being broke. This whole thing is about breaking codependence, breaking projection, owning our whole, complete self. This is so perfect. Venus is square the moon's nodes. This brings in another dimension that I want to get to later. But understand again, both the conjunction was where Pluto is now, and the opposition, Venus is where Pluto is now. Now we have this new moon opposite this Pluto, and what is it about? The Sabian symbol for the new moon. A middle-aged woman, her long hair flowing over her shoulders, and in a braless, youthful garment. The will to meet the challenge of age in terms of our modern society's glorification of youth. This symbol implies a reorientation of one's ideal of action in relation to the collective mentality of the social environment. More particularly, a refusal by the individualized consciousness to be bound by biological or social or religious or family or political standards. The key word is independence. Let's feel into this Leo-Aquarius axis, because this is the axis of transformation that we will be on for a couple thousand years, the age of Aquarius. And the next 20 years with Pluto in Aquarius is going to really highlight this Aquarian energy. And Aquarian energy is the collective consciousness, social consciousness. Get your shot, for your neighbors, if not for yourself. Social distancing, surveillance. Yes, no more privacy. Really moving into this whole collective, AI-driven, technological, social mass consciousness where everybody's accessing the same Google information, right? And flowing like a flock of geese or a herd of sheep wherever the shepherd says. Opposite to that is Leo, the lion, the lioness, the king and the queen of the jungle, independent, individualized. I've got to be me. I have to be authentic. I have to be transparent. I have to be honest. I want to keep my heart open. Leo rules the heart. This polarity, this axis, is really got its power. I call it the creative axis, because Aquarius is also the genius in us, and the observer and the witness that's objective and not attached, connected to the galactic black hole. And then we have this Leo, this self. And the shadow of Leo is, I am so special. I am so unique. I am so different. I'm so fiery powerful, okay, that I shine, right, and make everything else, right, diminished. The new moon, you can't see the moon. Mercury, any planets come too close to the sun, you can't see them. They combust, right? I mean, you can't even see the sign, the stars, right, behind the sun that's there. So there is this idea of being special as being bigger than or dwarfing our neighbors, each other, society. And so this is where Leo can draw a lot of challenge. You're a narcissist. You're totally self-centered. You think you are the only star in the galaxy. You take the center. You need the attention. You are the blah, 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 blah. This is the lower, immature expression of Leo. And what the mantra is today and for this week, this is the higher expression of Leo. That's not about self-consciousness. It's integrated with Aquarius, the collective consciousness. So the sun shines down on everyone. Yeah, without judgment, without withholding. The sun is generosity embodied in a cosmic object. And it warms the earth. It's heart-warming. It gives its light to everyone for photosynthesis, to help feed everyone. It gives us warmth so we don't freeze like Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. We are right in the perfect space from the sun. And that light is inspiration. That light is a symbol of knowing. We find our way through the dark with a flashlight. Right? You know, the avatars call themselves the light of the world. But I want to just really stress this expression of Leo as selflessness, as really being a channel of life, a channel of light, not so much the source of it. If we look at and here I'll get a little esoteric, but I really feel that, you know, we get a lot of spiritual intelligence from the sun. And the sun receives a lot of spiritual intelligence from the black hole in the center of our galaxy. And the black hole in the center of our galaxy gets a lot of spiritual intelligence, okay, from the great attractor. Yeah, it's in around 4 degrees of Libra. That is swallowing all our galaxies. It's like a big tongue with its mouth open, and it is swallowing galaxies. We are returning to source. Everything is a transformer, transducer, bringing this down, 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 down. So we are rays of light. We are not the light. We're not the only light. We're no brighter, bigger, or lesser than all the other rays from the sun that are reaching the earth. We're all one here. It's the wave and the particle, right? It's like Leo is the particle and Aquarius is the wave, the water bearer, right? So we are part of a wave, but we are individualized expressions. So I want to encourage you, be different, be unique, step out of the mold, raise people's eyebrows, drop people's jaws, blow people's minds. In your relationships with your beloved. Maybe you're single and you're doing this Mars-Venus creative tension just within your own sphere. And maybe you've chosen the pathway of partnership, of having a beloved, and really moving through and illuminating, doing the shadow work, the dance with another person. This is all about communication. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. Venus in Gemini, Mars in Virgo. Boils down to this retrograde Mercury, where? Leo. I mean, it's like right now, all arrows point to Leo. You've got to be you. And you've got to shine like a star in the starry sky. Not like the only sun in the sky, but like a star among many other stars in the galaxy. And when you do that, you are a natural born leader. You are a natural born healer. You are a natural born inspiration. And all life benefits through you. Ow! I'm like the sun in so many ways, as my powerful rays clear the haze. I give of my warmth so all may grow. And in the darkest of times, my light still glows. We are eggs hatching, cosmic age eggs hatching. And we're bringing in a new world, a new paradigm. And it starts within each one of us. And it starts with generosity. It starts with self-knowing. And how does Leo know itself? Through its creations. What are you creating? You create a relationship that's divine. It's a reflection of yourself. You create a beautiful work of art and you see yourself. You build a beautiful homestead on the river and you see yourself. You write a song, sing a song, dance a dance, and you feel yourself and you see yourself and you know yourself through your children, through your businesses, through all your creations. And what are creations? Original. Never been seen before, done before, heard before, thought before, danced before. That's yeah. So we got to do this. Leo is a fire sign. This isn't Aquarius imagining, envisioning, planning. It's time to do, to manifest through our smile, through our eyes, through our love, this new reality. And so this week's song is, I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys and summer have gone. I can see you standing there in the sun, something like that. Feel the sun, stand in the sun, love on, love through it all. Give her the love, give her the light, and we're going to make this happen. I'm like the sun in so many ways, as my powerful rays clear the haze. I give of my warmth so that all may grow. And in the darkest of times, my light still glows. May you glow from the inside out. You will be seen.
You will be felt. You will get it back to you tenfold. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.